We'll be right back after this short break.
They live in our minds, like unforgettable moments should. The shocking blows. The random miracles. The sight of grown-ups being kids again. The October fairy tale starts once again in 2008.
Game over!
And who comes out on top? We do. Because there's always another jaw-dropping moment that happens each fall.
You're looking at one for the ages here.
There's only one postseason. There's only one fall classic. There's only one October.
The preceding message was furnished by Major League Baseball.
Welcome back to iShine Connect.
Hi, I'm Sparkles. When I was younger, all I ever wanted to do was just be older and be like the older kids that I knew and be like my big brother and do older things and act older and, you know, dress older, wear more makeup. And looking back, I don't think you have to do that to be cool. You need to be yourself and, you know, don't grow up too fast because youth is one of the greatest gifts. While you're young, enjoy it, because when you're young, that's the funnest time of your life. You get to play and have fun and be with your friends, and it's amazing. So just stay yourself and stay your age, and don't try to be older.
All my friends have cell phones, but my parents won't let me have one yet. How can I get them to change their mind?
That's a good question. The first thing you should do is respect your parents. They always want what's best for you. And the second thing you should do is just be patient and wait, because before you know it, your parents will realize that you're mature and old enough for a cell phone, and they might get you one.
Is it invasion of privacy for my parents to read through my text messages?
I know it's hard to hear, but your parents have every right to read your text messages. God gave you your parents for a reason. It's no accident that they're your parents, and it's their responsibility to take care of you.
If you're honest with your parents, they won't have to look at your texts.
Just remember, if you have nothing to hide, there's no reason to worry.
Hey, I really hate to text because I'm slow at it. What should I do?
That's not wrong at all. Sometimes it's a lot easier and quicker to call somebody, and it's more effective.
I'm a busy person. I've usually got a lot going on, just like I'm sure you do. Maybe you're on a team, you have some chores, some homework, brothers and sisters to deal with, pets to take care of, just stuff that you've got to do. Let's face it, you're busy, I'm busy. With all the crazy things that are always going on and creating our schedule, it can be really hard to make time for other things. For instance, our relationships. When it comes to talking to our friends, sometimes it can be so much easier just to send a quick text. It only takes a few seconds, and plus, you can go do other things while you wait for their response. While, at times it's kind of a useful way to share information, it can also be very impersonal and a one-sided way to communicate. I know some people who would hardly talk to me in person, but when it came to texting, they'd be the most talkative person in the world. Now, don't get me wrong, I love text, but it's just not a replacement for one-on-one communication. That real FaceTime that you get in conversation is so much more real and meaningful than a few typed out words. Our quick text mindset often makes me think of how we communicate with God. We want to deliver information to Him as swiftly as possible, so we send up a little prayer, kind of like a quick text to God. We tell Him what we need and how He can help us. But unfortunately, sometimes we don't take the time to listen to what He has to say back. That's not much of a conversation, is it? The Bible tells us that the God of the universe created you and me to have communication with Him. He gave us life so that we could share it with Him, just like we would our best friend. He's extremely interested in all the things that we have going on. Yeah, even our sports, our teams, our chores, our homework, our stuff. The fact is, God wants much more than just an occasional text from us. He wants us to spend time with Him, reading His Word and in conversation. Maybe some of you are thinking, okay, well, great, but what can I do to make sure that I'm communicating with God? Trust me, this is not the time to say IDK. You know what I do? I try and make sure that every day I set aside a certain amount of time to just shut off the world and spend time with God. Whether it's reading His Word, journaling some of my conversations with Him, or just turning off my phone and computer so no one can interrupt. Occasionally, I even have special dates with God where I go into my room and I light some candles and I read and even just play some worship songs on the piano. That might sound totally weird and silly to you, but I have the most amazing time. In the Bible, King David craved time with God. And he said in Psalm 42:2, "My soul thirsts for God, the living God. When can I go and meet with Him?" We're supposed to crave spending time with God, just like He craves spending time with us. It's a relationship, which means it's deep. We share things, and we need to take the time to listen. You have the choice to spend real time with God. I'm telling you, you won't want to miss it.